Hey guys, some of you may know, because some of you are subscribed to Rich as well as myself, that Rich is giving up smoking. And in his latest video, he did mention that I was giving up as well, which is true, I am. This is because I want to, not because I feel I have to, because Rich has decided he's going to. In fact, it's something that we've both been discussing for a while. So yeah, this is the last one. See? Empty. All gone. After that one. And I'm going to see the hypnotherapist on Thursday. Thursday at 6 o'clock. To, be hypnotised. Why else would you go? To be hypnotised to help me stop smoking. But I've decided, it's 20 past 11 on the 1st of May, Tuesday the 1st of May. And I've decided that I'm going to, since this is the last one in this packet, I'm going to stop now. And if I can get through Wednesday and Thursday before the hypnosis without a cigarette, then that'll give me a bit of a boost going into the hypnotherapy. And as well as believing in the hypnotherapy, I'll have the belief in myself. So I'm going to smoke it on camera. So that after I've quit, I can look back and see exactly what a disgusting habit it is. I don't know how this hypnosis is going to work. Whether they're going to convince me that if I smoke, something bad's going to happen. Which, yeah, I know it will, but, exaggerated thinking. If I smoke, the wind's going to blow the roof off, or I don't know, something random like that. Or whether they're just going to, make me addicted to something else. I've decided if that's the way they do it, and say, instead of wanting a cigarette, we're going to make you want this, I'm going to pick grapes. Yeah, grapes. So, sometimes when I'm smoking, I think, this is such a strange behaviour. Who came up with it? The idea of rolling tobacco in paper. And I know later on they added the filter at the end because they realised, yes, it is bad for you. We won't ban them, we'll just make them a little less harmful by giving you a filter. But yeah, who came up with that idea? How would you think of that? Ooh, that look, how many things did they try wrapping in paper and smoking before they realised that tobacco was the best thing to use, Did they try using, wood shavings or, I don't know, wool or God knows. It just seems, when you think about it, when you look at what you're doing, just seems a really strange behaviour. And yet it's so addictive. I'm used to having a cigarette. First one when I get up. I'll have another one before I leave the house, so that's two in my first, say, 2 hours, an hour to 2 hours of being up. I'll maybe have one on the way to work. I'll maybe have another when I get there. So that's maybe three, that's maybe four before I've even started work. Now if I'm in the office, I won't have any more till lunchtime, and I'll have one, maybe two at lunchtime. But I only get half an hour for lunch, so usually it's just one. And then when I've finished in the office, I'll have one maybe as I'm walking back to my car, or maybe on the drive home. And then, I smoke throughout the evening after I've eaten. If I'm having a drink, if I'm having an alcoholic drink, this, by the way, is fruit juice. No alcohol in there, just pure juice. Oh, I've disappeared. So yeah, and plus I used to live in a pub, so I've, from being 12, I mean, my parents have smoked pretty much all my life, apart from when my mum was pregnant with my sister. She didn't smoke. She started again a few years later, and my dad did give up for quite some time, but they both smoke now. So pretty much all my life they've smoked. Like I say, I lived in a pub from being 12 to being 18. And most of the customers smoked. And I don't know if obviously my English subscribers, my UK subscribers will be aware that the no smoking ban's coming in next month in the UK. So you won't be allowed to smoke in public places or at work. And in Ireland it's just come into force, and it's already been in force in Scotland for almost a year now, I think. And I'm aware that in some areas of America a similar law exists, that you're not allowed to smoke indoors in a public place. So that's another reason for wanting to quit. But yeah, living in a pub, surrounded by people that smoke. And I only started smoking when I was 16. The legal age to smoke as well, ironically. Because most people I knew had started smoking at like 13, 14, even younger maybe than that. And it was during my exams when I was 16. And since I started when I was 16, I stopped for about 2 weeks when I was ill. I had a respiratory tract infection and my throat was so sore. Smoking hurt more than not smoking. And then me and Rich stopped together in October of 2005, and we started again in March of 2006. So we stopped for about 5 months, and then we started again. And that time I used the nicotine gum, which I'm sure it works for some people, and initially it did work for me, but it is disgusting. It's not like ordinary chewing gum at all. It burns. I know you're supposed to like chew it for a few minutes, then relax, and then chew it a bit more and then relax, but that's just such an unnatural way to chew gum. You end up chewing it for 10-15 minutes and then the back of your throat starts to burn and you get a sore throat worse than the one you get from smoking. Plus the gum over here, it's so expensive. It's cheaper to smoke in some cases. So yeah, it's gone. It's in the ashtray. That's it. So my trusty Zippo will be consigned to the kitchen drawer and will only come out in the event of a power cut for lighting candles, or if we're having a romantic meal, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. I don't think I've really got anything else to say. I'm going to ask the hypnotherapist if I can film the session. For one reason,